Earlier today, I saw a video of Sean Strickland sparring, and that got me thinking, which fighters would I hate to spar? So today we're doing a tier list. S tier being the fighter I would hate to spar the most, a fighter who would give me nightmares to spar. D tier being a nice fighter to spar, someone I think would take it easy on me, teach me a few things I would spar with on a daily basis. But before we get into it, I want to start the video off by pouring one out for my goat, Shamil Gaziev. I'm sorry, I'm still heartbroken over what I experienced this weekend. I can't believe my goat got slimed out. Earlier today, I saw a sad Shamil Gaziev edit, and it had me crying crocodile tears. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still not over the loss, but hopefully this video can help me get over it. So before further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, so the first fighter we have, ooh, Sean Strickland. We're actually starting off pretty high. Huh. Sean Strickland. Do I want to put him A tier right off the bat? Or S tier? You know what? I think I'll put him A tier. A lot of people might be surprised by that. I think a lot of people were probably expecting Sean Strickland to be S tier, but he only really spars like that against people who he knows are untrained, are coming in there for clicks. I do actually train, so I think maybe he would actually give me some technical sparring if I didn't come in there with a camera, maybe, or maybe I would come in there. He would see that I'm a microweight, the tiniest fighter in the world, had my 2 years of rusty kickboxing, Lucas Tracy style, and he would just try to do the man dance with me. I'd walk in there, call me a retard, and try to knock me out in the first 2 seconds. But he also couldn't knock out Sneeko. I know he probably gave him irreversible CTE, but he couldn't knock out Sneeko. So I think I could do better than Sneeko at the very least as a microweight. I'm probably quicker. I could slip, dip, and rip, you know? Yeah, I'm going to put Sean Strickland A tier. Woo! Slip, dip, and rip. Slip, dip, and rip. That's right. I think I would actually do pretty good against Sean Strickland. He has not seen speed and agility and skill like mine before. So we'll put Sean Strickland at A tier. Next up, we have, DDP. DDP, that's a hard one because I would want to train with him. It would be brutal because I'm pretty sure his coach like uses a cattle prod on him or something. But to spar with, just don't feel like I would learn anything besides how to spar a DDP. He's so weird to fight that I just think, I don't know. It wouldn't really teach me anything. He'd probably end up knocking me out on accident. And I know they spar hard in his gym. Oh, and he'd probably trash talk me as he did it too. And it would be like some sort of subtle trash talk. He would knock me out and he'd be like, you know what, you could that you're not the worst person I sparred, you're not that good, but hey, you'll do better next time, bud. And he'd probably pat me on the back or something. A pat on the back from DDP after he sleeps me out cold. That's kind of worse than ooh. I'll put him B tier though, because there's no famous sparring stories of DDP knocking his sparring partners out cold. So let's see who we got next. Yuri Prohaska. Yuri. He's pretty similar to DDP for me. DDP and Yuri would probably both sleep me out cold with a spinning elbow with their eyes closed, but I think Yuri would turn into a motivational moment. It would almost be an honor to get knocked out by Yuri. No glaze, no glaze, but it would be an honor to get knocked out by Yuri. He'd probably turn it into a samurai moment after he knocked me out. Probably teach me the way of the Shaolin monks, how to not get colded, because being knocked out is a choice. It's your choice to be sent to the ice realm, the shadow realm, out cold, iced out. And he would probably teach me how, ignoring the Pereira and the Olberg fights, Yuri knows the secret that going out cold is a choice. Those two were just flukes, and he'd probably teach me that, so maybe I wouldn't get knocked out. I'll put Yuri in the C tier. He'd probably sleep me out cold, but at least I wouldn't feel too bad about it. All right. Now we got Volk. Quick D tier, instant D tier. It would be an honor to spar Volk. He'd probably jab me up a little bit, but he would teach me. I feel like if I sparred Volk, I would learn some things. It would be like sparring your cool uncle or it would be like your dad sparring you. When your dad was younger, he had you put on some boxing gloves, showed you a couple moves, That probably what it would be like to spar Volk. He'd take it easy on you. If he saw he was too far ahead of you, he'd drop down to your level, show you some things. Nice technical sparring from Volk. Yeah, Volk is an instant D tier. I would love to spar Volk. Next up, we got Ian, Gary, and Volk are kind of two sides of the same coin, where they would both probably teach you stuff. They would both probably be real nice about it, but I feel like Ian Gary would be too cocky. And even if you had success against him, like if you got his back in sparring, he'd be the type of guy. I hate these guys when I'm rolling. You get their back or you get a dominant position over them or something, then they start coaching you through it like they wanted you to get there the whole time. He'd probably hit Ian Gary with a jab and he'd go, "Yeah, yeah, good job. Yeah, yeah, keep doing that. You know what? That was a nice jab, but actually do it like this." He wouldn't even really get to spar. Anytime you had success, he'd turn into a teaching moment. I know he would probably help you out, but I'd have to put him D tier, B tier, sorry. I just couldn't spar Ian Gary knowing the whole time he's trying to coach me through something. Yeah, no, I think it would have to be B tier. He would just annoy me, even though we are becoming the champ. We are sleeping Islam out cold with a head kick KO, but I just couldn't spar him. I'm sorry. All right, next up we got all right, moving on. In all seriousness though, I couldn't spar MVP. I'm sorry. That would be the most annoying thing in the world. He'd probably jab you, then run around for 20 minutes. Or if he doesn't, if he thinks he can just sleep you out cold easily, he'll put you out cold with a flying knee probably. So my choices are either being put out cold and highlighted, then having a pokeball thrown at me on in sparring so he can post a clip on Instagram, or a jab, two, maybe a 1-2, maybe a sweep, not being able to touch him, it would just not be a fun sparring round. I'm sure I'd learn a lot about distance management and stuff, but it just would not be a fun sparring round. So he's going A tier. Next up, we got Marab. I'll put him C tier. It actually would not be that bad to spar Marab. I know it would probably be annoying for him to cardio spam you. You probably bend over having to throw up from just the output he throws, but also he's not really going to do damage to you. He's going to take you down, unless you're Corey Sandhagen. He's not doing damage to you. He'll take you down. And I don't know. I feel like Marab would just be a cool spar. He would push you to your limit without you actually having to get CTE and concussed, like usually happens in sparring. And if I really wanted to let my hands go, if I wanted to start hard sparring, I don't have to worry about him sleeping me out cold when he matches my intensity. So I think it would be a pretty fun spar, pretty good spar. Probably help your endurance too. And afterwards, he'd probably give you a 30-minute lecture, a post-fight sparring speech on how he got into the OC, every sort of thing. And Marab seems like a cool guy. I wouldn't mind to spar him. He'll go in the C tier. Next up, we got Aaron Pico in the D tier. Now you may be wondering why I have Aaron Pico in the D tier, and it's simple. I really think, I think. Now call me crazy, but I think I could sleep Aaron Pico. I think I could sleep Aaron Pico out cold in sparring. I would have nothing to worry about sparring Aaron Pico. If he hits me with a jab a little too hard or he annoys me, I'll just chin check the kid and knock him out cold. I wouldn't really have to worry. Yeah, he might piece me up, he might rock me, but at any moment, I could just do the nuclear option, sleep him out cold, touch him on the chin. It's not like I have to do too much. I'm not 70-year-old Pitbull, so I could sleep him out cold. I really do think I could sleep him out cold, especially if I catch him off guard. We're doing some light spar and I just throw a big bomb at him. I could sleep Aaron Pico out cold. Woo! Yeah. All right. Okay. Next up. Okay. Next up, we got ooh. All right. I just spoiled the rest of them, but that's okay. Sorry. I just did Aaron Pico with the spitting elbow. Anyway, all right. Next up, we're gonna do Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sand, he'll go in D tier too. I feel like Sandhagen, he's like the opposite of Ian Gary, but like kind of the same. He's like an Ian Gary, but I wouldn't mind him coaching me through it. You know, I would. I feel like Ian Gary. You spar him. He's trying to coach you the whole time. Act like he's telling you what to do. I wouldn't really mind it though, because I feel like he wouldn't do it in the Ian Gary way where he's being cocky. He would actually teach you the X's and the O's, the beakers and the test tubes, the outside foot battle, all the nerd stuff, but that's okay. Because I wouldn't mind it. He'd be a cool guy to spar. It'd be interesting sparring rounds. Guys like Corey are guys that I do like to spar. Those are the guys I always go to first in sparring. And if there's a guy like who spars like Sean Strickland, and he's the only one available. He's waving his hand. I'll go up to the guy like Corey Sandhagen, be like, hey, you trying to do another round? I will put Corey Sandhagen in the D tier. All right, next we have Ilya Topuria, instant A tier. I see him sleeping his sparring opponents out cold on the daily, and even when he doesn't, they're always busted up. They're always hurt. They're always dropped to the body, telling him to chill out. Yeah, no way. Ilya, I'm pretty sure doesn't Ilya just drop fans of body shots? I'm pretty sure he does that. I know people are gonna be like, "Hey, man," but you'll learn a lot of good technique. He's a great fight. I'm an Ilya Glazer. Pause. And I do not want to spar Ilya. I'm sorry. Ilya is going in the A tier. And last up, we have our S tier, Hamzat Chimaev. Easy S tier. Have you seen him spar? I saw him sparring some fat guy, and he was genuinely trying to sleep the guy out cold. He was throwing bombs and sparring. You know how bad it has to be for Sean Strickland to tell you to chill out in sparring? Yeah, easy, easy, easy S tier. I would rather. There's a lot of things I'd rather do than spar Hamzat Shemaev. And if he grapples you, takes you down, he's definitely the type of guy to hold on to the choke way too long, laugh at you after sparring, big bro you, pick you up. That's all good and fine. But after someone just whooped me in sparring and they're trying to do that, no way. He's going instant S tier. And all right, that's all I have today. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, and follow. Subscribe and follow. Fuck. My bad. My bad. I think I have CTE. I think I have early onset CTE just from making this video. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe. And later this week, I will be putting out my fight, Sean Strickland, Hamza Chimaev full card predictions, interacting to some of the fight week drama. So make sure to stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.